Nationals fans, the wait is over. Your team is in the playoffs. A modest celebration in front of the home crowd, now shifting focus toward locking up a #1 seed.
This is kind of the pre-party, I guess you could say. So hopefully we'll have a bigger party here in a few days and an even bigger party later on in the year.
The hard-hitting Brewers in town tonight, 8-1 in their last 9, and back in the wild card hunt. Every game critical down the stretch, with the ultimate prize in mind. Ball games, tough Milwaukee ball club that can really hit and can really run in town. Next 13 games will be very difficult. Ramos Ramirez having a big season. The Nats will face Sean Markham, Edwin Jackson to the mound in moments at Nationals Park. Wasson brought to you by Jeep. Visit Jeep.com to learn more. And by AT&T, the nation's largest 4G network. AT&T, rethink possible. They are still coming down Half Street. Going to have a good crowd here tonight. By the way, did you hear Dierks Bentley will be here tomorrow? But for tonight, it's the Brewers and the Nats. It's the first of 4. Visit Train.com for an independent Train Comfort Specialist dealer near you. It's hard to stop a train. Beautiful night, 77 degrees. Not a cloud to be found anywhere near Nationals Park, and the humidity very reasonable. Brewers are first in the league in runs and in home runs and in stolen bases. But Aramis Ramirez, look at this. As a third baseman, did you ever think this guy was in the top 6 all-time for home runs? He's hit 25 this year and driven in 95 runs. He's one click ahead of Adam LaRoche in the RBI race. So Edwin Jackson, who started against the Brewers 6 times career, 3-2 with a 3.46, has his hands full with this bunch tonight.
Yeah, last time out, he didn't factor in the decision in Saturday's 5-4 loss at Atlanta. Was staked a 4-run lead before allowing 4 runs on 4 hits over 5 1/3 inning. He struck out 7, walked 1 through 86 pitches, 57 of those for strikes. And this is what the Brewers are going to see from Edwin Jackson tonight. A fastball that averages almost 94 miles an hour. He'll cut it, sink it, throw the 4-seam variety, slider, curveball, change to go with it. If the slider's good early, it's going to be a long night for the Brewers. That's his out pitch. He'll throw that with 2 strikes. It goes straight down. Not a lot of tilt to it.
And this is a totally different Milwaukee team than the one the Nats saw in late July in Milwaukee. Tim McClellan, 31 years in the big leagues, crew chief, DJ Rayburn, Ted Barrett, and Marvin Hudson around the bags. This will be a really interesting 4-game series. Norichka, they call him Nori Aoki, leads off for the Brewers. And the first pitch is upstairs at 7:07. This guy's been on fire, hitting .293. He's on a 10-game hitting streak. Outstanding outfielder, playing Gold Glove caliber defense for the Brew Crew.
Hitting .415 in that 10-game hitting streak.
Jackson had him 0 for 4 the last time they met in Milwaukee. That one is in there.
I got your buddy behind home plate today, Tim McClellan.
You noticed I waited an extra count, didn't you?
Yeah.
By the way, in Philadelphia, Tommy Hanson, 12-8. Kyle Kendrick, 9-11. The Braves open up against the Phils as we speak. And a ball drilled to right. Worth able to camp under it for the first out. That thing looked dangerous off the bat.
That's upper deck in Milwaukee. Let's set the defense tonight. Your Mazda defensive alignment for the Nationals. Morse, Harper, Worth in the outfield. Desmond Zimmerman on the left side. Espinosa LaRoche on the right side. And Jesus Flores getting the nod behind the plate. It's brought to you by your D.C. area Mazda dealers. We believe if it's not worth driving, it's not worth building. What do you drive, Flo?
Well, he hopes to drive Ricky Weeks right back to the dugout with help from Edwin Jackson. Ricky came alive right after the All-Star break, and the Nats got to see it firsthand. He was hitting a .199 at the break. He goes up and jacks one to right center, but Worth is right there. Ricky Weeks was 6 for 14 with a homer and 3 RBIs against the Nats. Now in Milwaukee, where would that one have been?
Oh, that would have been the bullpen.
Okay. So instead of 2-0, it's a scoreless game here. And here comes Ryan Braun. And the Nats did an amazing job against him in Milwaukee. In that series, he had 1 RBI. And in 4 games, he went 2 for 17. But he is an MVP guy, might win the award again. 5th in batting average. 4th if you don't count Melky Cabrera. 1st in homers and RBIs. So now that Melky has been eliminated by mutual consent, Braun would have to have an amazing last 2 weeks to have any chance of catching Andrew McCutchen, who's hitting .339. Braun against Edwin, 3 for 16 career.
Actually putting up better numbers this year than he did last year when he won MVP. Last year, 332, 33, and 111 with 33 bags.
1 ball and 2 strikes.
That's the slider I'm talking about. The first one from Edwin Jackson tonight. Good. Late break, 87 miles an hour. Started it as a strike, broke it off the plate. Great pitch.
Well, they can't blame Ryan Braun for the Brewers not going to the World Series last year. He was amazing in postseason. So if they get in again, look out. He went 9 for 18 against Arizona and 8 for 24 against St. Louis.
I think I remember a Edwin Jackson-Sean Markham matchup in that NLDS last year in Milwaukee. Neither pitcher fared very well. They didn't stay around very long. I think Markham went 1 inning.
2-2 pitch. And Braun will drive it to right field. This ball flirting with the pole and the wall. It hits fair. Short hopping the wall right in the corner. So the Brewers have swung the bats here pretty well in the first inning. 2-out double.
'31st double of the year for Ryan Braun. A fastball up and away. You just get an example real quick in the first at-bat of this 4-game series why the numbers are what they are. You throw him away, he's going to hit the ball that way. You come in, he'll pull you. Got good wheels. He can beat out an infield single, steal a base. Complete baseball player right there, folks.
And here's Aramis Ramirez, who after that double is 1 extra base hit behind his teammate for the league lead. 147 extra base hits between Ryan Braun and Aramis Ramirez. And at the age of 34, the guy in the batter's box playing some of his best baseball. Some of the Brewers broadcasters told us they think he should win the Gold Glove at third base. He's only made 7 errors all year. He won't get to some balls that Ryan Zimmerman and some other guys do, but they said 2 of his errors this year have been on foul balls. He's made 5 errors between the lines all year. And leads the league in doubles with 46. That's a strike. Counts even 1-1. And by the way, Milwaukee got big time help from the Cubs today. They tied the Cardinals in the 9th at Wrigley, 1 in extra innings. So the Brewers are 2 games behind St. Louis. And they leapfrogged the Dodgers last night after the Nats beat them. Dodgers are in Cincinnati tonight. And Ramirez expanding his strike zone, unable to reach it.
That's the key for Edwin Jackson. If he can make that slider look like a strike, it's not an easy take for a hitter. You recognize fastball, tough to pick up the tight rotation. Good pitch.
Ryan Braun 2-out double. Brewers lead the league in runs with 719, but they give up a lot. Their pitching staff is in the bottom 5 in the league in team ERA, and we'll probably find out sometime this weekend how much better Ron Renicke's bullpen is than when the Nats were there in late July.
Well, when you think about the Brewers and their offense, you think about the thump, but I think the key to this weekend series going into the Monday game, the wraparound series, is to stop the Brewers running game.
They just got finished stealing 13 bases against the Pirates in a sweep.
They're not afraid to steal a base.
They lead the majors with 147. And a ground ball right at Ian Desmond. On to LaRoche, and out of the inning is Edwin Jackson. Here come the Nat Bats against Sean Markham. Hitting at .261, fourth in the league in that, in runs, and second to the Brewers and homers. Jason Worth, .378, leading off an inning with an amazing on-base percentage. And in 42 games coming off the DL, hitting .316. See your authorized Dodge dealer. Experience a world of performance, design, and fuel efficiency. Schedule a test drive or go to Dodge.com and check out the powerful lineup. 30-year-old Sean Markham, 13-7 for the Brewers last year, struggling this year. He's made 18 starts. He's 5-4 and has been rather hittable lately.
Yeah, last time out Saturday against the Mets, received the no decision. The Brewers 9-6 win, gave up 4 runs on 7 hits over 4 innings, struck out 3, walked 2 through 87 pitches, 51 for strikes. Check out the pitches that Sean, we should put the ones he doesn't have up there. Fastball, slider, cutter, curveball, change.
I don't see a knuckleball. I don't see a screwball.
There you go. A split.
Kitchen sink. He's got it. Jason Worth was injured when the Nats played at Milwaukee. He's 0 for 4 career against Markham, batting an even .300 now after tormenting the Dodgers all over the bases last night. That's a strike. It's 1-1. By the way, the Braves did not score in the first at Philadelphia against Kyle Kendrick.
Let's go. Let's go.
You just can't say it, can you?
Phil. Let's go Phillies. There we go. I got it out. Third try.
Why don't you try this? Let's go whoever's playing the Braves. I know a lot of
I tried.
A lot of Nats fans at home are leaning off their couches saying, don't say that.
Let's go.
You cannot say let's go. You know who. 1-2 to Worth. With an on-base percentage overall this year of .392. Discover Kia's full lineup of high-quality, stylish, and dependable vehicles. To learn more, Kia.com. This man sees a lot of pitches.
To learn more, take 4.35 pitches every at-bat.
And that ball will be popped up to the right side. Markham, 81 miles an hour, had Jason leaning. Ricky Weeks pulls it down. Harper and Zimmerman next.
Set the defense for the Brewers tonight behind Sean Markham. Braun Gomez Aoki in the outfield. Segura Ramirez on the left side. Weeks Ishikawa on the right side. And Jonathan Lucroy doing the catching.
Bryce Harper was 1 for 12 in that series at Milwaukee. So he's got some evens to get against this pitching staff. He's been hitting everybody lately, though. .321 over his last 21 games. 7 homers and 14 RBIs during that time. And look at the infield defense. The Brewers and Renicky, of course, very creative when it comes to his defense. They play Bryce to pull more than anybody I can think of. It's almost a shift.
Hits a lot of balls to shortstop. Traditional shortstop.
Yeah. I remember the series the Brewers played here last year. It was very early in the season. And the Nationals constantly got base hits through places where fielders should have been. Harper saw something upstairs and he was pumping on 2-0.
You like the shift, but if Ramirez just kind of went 2 steps that way toward his left in second base, then you take the 5.5 hole away from Bryce, because he doesn't hit many balls down the line.
He'll pop this one up to left. Ryan Braun on the move. 2 quick outs for Sean Markham. He's only been seen by the Nats way back in '07 when the Nationals were up there and he was with Toronto. He had 11 strikeouts, a career high, 2 runs in 7 innings.
I know I say it a lot, but Ryan Zimmerman's BP today was unbelievable. And you just wonder how healthy he's starting to get again with that second shot of cortisone, because The swing was short, compact. The balls were flying in the seats all over this ballpark. And it's just batting practice, but you could just tell the swing was perfect.
Ryan was the first guy I saw out in the clubhouse last night after the game. You know, we talked about 06, his first full season here, which was my first year, and all the things that have happened since then. And then the first thing I asked him was, have you talked to your folks yet? And he smiled and he said, I just got a text message from my dad as he finally steps into the technology age and sends me a text on his phone.
And it said, there goes the no-hitter.
Nice. You know, but Ryan's so close to his mom and dad and everything they've been through. What a night for him last night. What a night for them. And the kid from Virginia Beach keeps getting base hits.
And just off the end. Bat died a hero. First hit of the night for the Nats.
He was on base 7 times in that series at Milwaukee, so here he goes again. And he's now 2 for 4 career against Markham. His other hit, a home run in that game up in Toronto 5 years ago. So here's Adam LaRoche, who's only seen Markham for 2 at-bats. Now they do play a pretty pronounced shift. Adam and Michael Morse, who's on deck, were the guys who did a lot of the damage up in Milwaukee. They were a combined 12 for 29 in that series with 8 runs batted in. That's a strike.
Ricky Weeks might need a relay man if he gets a ground ball.
September. 13 RBIs, 18 games. Adam is 6 away from 100. With the target away, he takes it out there. Oh, that was an off-speed pitch, and there it goes. See you later. 2-0 Washington. That's number 31, and the RBI total jumps up to 96.
Brewers people asked me before the game, who's the Nationals MVP? And in the blink of an eye, I said Adam LaRoche, no doubt. And they said, why? I said, well, the beginning of the season when nobody was hitting and the Nats were winning games 2-1, 3-2, 1-0 every night, he was the guy that was hitting. He's been an amazing glove at first base all season long, but he's been also consistent offensively and hasn't let up all year long. And the numbers reflect that. Not just the Nats MVP. I think he should be in some other discussions as well.
What a sound that was. 2-out Lightning. Michael Morse the hitter. Markham's given up his 15th homer of the year.
Let's check out 31 and 96 real quick. We got a pitch on the inner half. You see the location mistake. Lucroy setting up away. Got a pitch on the inner half. Like we've seen that swing all season long. The sweet left-handed swing from Adam LaRoche. Let's listen to it. Yeah, that's a good sound. That never gets old unless you're a pitcher.
And by the way, just as he did that, Chase Utley grounded out to second. That may not excite you, but it drove in Juan Pierre, and the Phillies lead the Braves. 2-0 now to Morse. Michael off the end of the bat, popped up right side. Travis Ishikawa. Nats are gone, but the Zimmerman broken bat hit got Adam LaRoche to the plate, and the Nats low 5s and a 2-0 lead. 31st. It's got something to do with the Luna double, we believe. And the second inning is presented by Luna. Call for that double. Get your second room of flooring free at 877-241-LUNA. Adam LaRoche, doesn't matter what season of the year the weather happens to be in, he's having a career year and just 4 clicks under 100 RBIs now. 1 away from his career high in homers. Top of the second, catcher Jonathan Lucroy leads off for the Brewers. This guy can hack, good hitting catcher, 7-game hitting streak, 9 for 29. He was just coming off the DL when the Nats were in Milwaukee. It's a .260 career hitter. Broke his right hand, had surgery May 31st, came back 2 months later.
Get this, he's had 2 games this season with 7 RBI.
That's how he has 52 RBIs in half a season.
May 20th against Minnesota, and August 30th at Chicago.
Wow. He's 3 for 9 career against Edwin Jackson, who hangs a breaking ball, and it's now a 2-1 game. That is way up there in left field. In Milwaukee, that's halfway to Lake Michigan. Wow. His 10th of the year. Pretty good way to grab an 8-game hitting streak. So the Nats hit their 176th, and the Brewers hit their 187th.
This may be one of the farthest hit balls I've seen to left field in this park. And we talked about the first couple of nights how cold it was here. Tonight's much warmer than the 3 games prior to this, and you look at the difference tonight. A couple of home runs early. That one was crushed.
This ball club can hack. The 2 best home run hitting clubs in the National League here.
Back of the bleachers and left.
Here's Travis Ishikawa, the former Giant, hitting .255. And Corey Hart having foot problems with plantar fasciitis, and they expect him to be back in the lineup against Gio tomorrow afternoon. Ishikawa thus at first base, making his 25th start, and as a starter he's hitting .275. 10 points above his career average. Good pitch, off speed, had him reaching.
That's a changeup from Edwin. It'll go 85 to 87 miles an hour. Only throws it about 8% of the time, but that was a dandy.
I wonder what the over-under on home runs might be for this series. Although the weather's supposed to really cool off starting tomorrow night. High and tight, 2 balls, 2 strikes. I'm not sure that'll affect these 2 teams that much. Got him down low. Tagged by Flores. First strikeout, Edwin Jackson.
And we saw Ross Detweiler last night pitch around a home run to Mark Ellis. Just kind of shrugged it off and said, hey, you got me, so what? I got good stuff tonight. And you start to feel the same way tonight about Edwin Jackson because the fastball command is good. The slider's been great. You mix in a change here or there. Stuff's been down in the zone except for that one pitch to Lucroy.
And when Ross pitched around that home run, it was a 2-1 game. Then the Nats immediately came out and put 2 more on the board. They put the night away in a hurry. Here's the center fielder, Carlos Gomez, and that's a strike. He is 7 for his last 13. This guy can fly. He's one of their base stealing guys. And at the age of 26, maybe starting to figure some things out. They got him from Minnesota a couple of years ago for their ex-shortstop, J.J. Hardy. 194 RBIs. 93 stolen bases coming into this season, and he's added 35 more. Now Edwin showing some swing and miss stuff for his second strikeout.
I mean, you're a veteran guy like Edwin Jackson. You face the Brewers throughout your career. You know what they're going to do. They're going to come up swinging from their heels. So what do? And go into the off speed a lot early. Good fastball hitting team. They're not up there to draw a walk. They're swinging for the fences. So you'll probably see a lot more off speed tonight from Edwin than usual.
With Deadwater last night, Edwin Jackson tonight, there's something I keep writing in my scorebook that tells us how these guys are pitching. Right underneath some strikeouts, I keep writing 2T. For a catcher tag, that means they're throwing 2 strike pitches in the dirt because they're ahead and they're getting guys out with no chance to hit a ball like that. This is Gene Segura, the shortstop, who came over from the Angels as one of the 3 youngsters the Brewers got for Zach Greinke. 22 years of age from San Juan of the Dominican Republic. And they love this guy, what he's doing at shortstop right now. He's on a 5-game hitting streak, 8 for 16.
Pretty good cutter right there from Jackson at 94.
He had 3 at-bats total for the Angels in 1 game. They dealt him over here with a couple of pitchers for Greinke, and Segura hitting 274 in 32 games. That looked like a breaking ball, right?
Yeah.
Scoreboard said 90. He might even be fooling the gun right now. And he lets go of that one, backed up a bit, stayed way upstairs. 3-2. And another one down. So after the home run, Edwin Jackson starts using the bottom of the zone. Travis Ishikawa in the dirt. Carlos Gomez in the dirt. Gene Segura ending a very dirty second inning.
We like dirt.
Mercedes-Benz, located on the web at MBUSA.com. And by your local D.C. area Land Rover Center. I think Mr. Lincoln would have loved a Land Rover in his days. He got all over this country, and he presides over a beautiful evening in our nation's capital.
Hat would have been sticking out the sunroof.
Solutions that help you achieve your financial goals. PNC Bank, for the achiever in you. What an end to the season for the 18th round pick 2 years ago, Justin Miller, in 116 games at Hagerstown, making a move from catcher to second base. So he's headed to the Arizona Fall League, which starts tonight. Ian Desmond goes up swinging. No surprise there. He was also injured out of the lineup when the Nats played at Milwaukee. Danny Espinosa was playing short. Steve Lombardozzi helping out up the middle during that time. Desmond .380 over his last 20 games. Markham was headed for a quick first inning. Zim and LaRoche got him. Then he had to throw 18 pitches to get out of that frame. 1 ball, 1 strike. Been a good month for a lot of guys on this club. McClellan took a long look at that one. 2 balls, 1 strike. We'll play Ian Desmond as straight away as any Nat gets played. He'll go to dead center with that one. It'll drift a little bit toward the gap, and under it, Gomez. ...2013 season tickets are on sale. Full packages and 20-game partial plans available. Go to nationals.com/2013 or call 202-675-NATS. Some restrictions apply. Here's Danny Espinosa, 4 for 8 since he got that shot in his shoulder the other day.
I heard through the grapevine there's some DC area establishments going with cortisone shots as drinks now.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Well, probably a popular place for amateur softball players and golfers right now.
Trying to capitalize on the success. Why not?
When you're winning, everybody wants to be involved one way or the other.
This town loves a winner. There's no doubt about that.
Fastball is up.
%, fastball in the game for Markham.
Tops out mid to upper 80s as a rule. Markham acquired by Milwaukee from the Blue Jays for second baseman Brett Laurie back in December of 2010. Originally drafted by the Blue Jays in the 3rd round 9 years ago. Career record of 55 and 36. Espinosa drills one to the gap in right center, and running it down is Carlos Gomez. Told you about his speed on the bases and gap to gap.
And he had a beat on it going into the gap, and I think he misread the distance this ball was going to carry, because watch the correction at the end. He comes in toward the infield. I thought he was going to catch that about letter high. He realized the ball was dying, and watch him look it right into the glove. Great play by Carlos Gomez.
It is not easy to keep that baseball in a glove that size when you are running that hard and making that move. That was outstanding. And a strike now to Jesus Flores.
That's a picker he's had for at least 10 years.
He can't get him out there.
That's the one you sleep with. Put it under your pillow at night. Take it home with you from the ballpark. Stick it on your handlebars. Probably had that thing since A-ball.
Nyjer Morgan, the former Nat, plays some outfield for this ball club in a reserve role. He's hitting .244. Jesus, a very late reaction to that one as it fooled him. And the count to the number 8 hitter. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Jesus is 4 for his last 17, which may not impress you, but 2 of those 4 hits have been home runs. He's hit 6 this year. Been tough for him to bunch many at-bats together because Kurt Suzuki has done so well as the Nats frontline catcher. He's 0 for 3 career against Markham. Nats would love to see Edwin Jackson get up there. That's fair ball. Aramis Ramirez playing great defense this year for the Brewers. And equally as good, the center fielder Carlos Gomez robbing Danny Espinosa of an extra base hit.
-1, and last night it was actually a surprise to some of the Nationals that the win got them a spot in the postseason. Clearly all of the focus is on the work left to be done. The celebration was small and subdued, but Jason Worth made sure that there was champagne poured, even if it was just a little bit.
I think there was some talk about not celebrating at all, and I kind of talked him out of that, so that was good. But you know, anytime you get to the postseason, I mean, it's a huge accomplishment. There's a lot of teams that won't be playing in the postseason, and you know, we should relish this moment, and you know, the organization and the town of Washington D.C. should be proud.
And it was right back to work like today was any other day after that win last night. And Jason said, you know, it was kind of more of a sigh of a relief for the guys that have been here for so long, like Ryan Zimmerman, who's been through so much with this organization. Really, all of the excitement last night in the clubhouse was geared towards guys like that who just really deserve this so much and are happy to be a part of it.
Very subdued, but very happy in there last night. That's our sideline report, brought to you by AFCEA, the Association for Global Security Professionals.
That's a pro celebration last night. That's what professionals do who have bigger things to accomplish. I'll tell you what, we said it a little bit in the open. My initial reaction to the whole one-game playoff thing and just get your foot in the door was, oh, you're playing for one more game. It's not that big a deal. But when I saw it happen last night, I got caught up in it just like the rest of the fans did here at Nats Park, probably at home too. That was a bigger deal than I thought it was going to be. It took me by surprise. And when you talk about 79 years in 1933, it was a great night for everybody involved.
I'll tell you when it hit me is when I went down to the tunnel on my way to the clubhouse, and I came face to face with Ted and Annette Lerner with tears in their eyes. And, you know, they took over this ball club in the middle of the summer in '06. And to see them, and seeing Ross in there, who pitched such a great game last night, and then Mark and Judy Lerner shortly thereafter. When you see the people that really put a lot of things on the line to allow this to happen, because Mike Rizzo will tell you this. You can have the best GM in baseball, but he has to have the resources to do certain things. And the Lerners, who did not draft Ryan Zimmerman, he was already here, but they've just been about responsible for everything else. And that's when it really hit home for me, when I saw their faces and the way they felt after that game last night. There's Aoki trying to drag one down the line for a hit.
Well, it's about, Ted doing it the right way. The Lerners doing it the right way, not rushing, not going out there and trying to buy yourself a championship, and doing it through development, doing it through scouting with Chris Klein, Doug Harris. I mean, doing things the right way at the minor league level, having a GM like Mike Rizzo, having a manager like Davey Johnson, and being patient and sticking to the plan, regardless if you had to take your lumps early, because now you're not only winning this year, you're set up to win for a long, long time. And hats off to them for knowing how to do that and having the guts to stick with it.
Jackson looking to paint the outside corner, and he just missed. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's an indication of how far the Nats have come. When they faced Sean Markham in Toronto in June of '07, they were on their way to a 73-89 season, which was 2 more wins than the previous year. The lineup was Ronnie Belliard at shortstop, Felipe Lopez at second, Ryan Zimmerman at third, Dimitri Young the DH, Austin Kearns in right, Ryan Church in left, Robert Fick at first, Jesus Flores catching, Ryan Langerhans in center, and the starter was Laval Spigner.
Oh, geez, that seems awful.
And on the bench, Brian Schneider, Tony Batista, Nook Logan, and Christian Guzman. So a few things have changed in the 5 years since Ryan, Jesus, and the boys faced tonight's starting pitcher. That's a funny looking swing. Aoki kind of just guiding the ball to the right side. LaRoche takes care of that one, 2 down. They've got that guy 0 for 2, and that's a big step toward handling this Brewers offense.
Just kind of a half swing, almost like a really hard bunt to Adam LaRoche.
He's got a little Ichiro in him from the times we've seen him. 5 games worth now. Ricky Weeks is next. He is 3 for 7 with a homer against Jackson. Flied to right tonight, swinging early in the count. But what a reclamation project Ricky has been. As we told you earlier, hitting a .199 at the All-Star break, and now he's up in the 230s. You know what that's like, FP. Any hitter, you have a rough first half. It takes you till the very last day of the season, if you're really going well, to get any kind of numbers out of that at all.
Well, those are the seasons that you cherish, because anybody can shut it down when you're hitting 200 at the break.
That ball straight away center. Bryce Harper. Edwin Jackson has recovered nicely with 6 in a row since the Lucroy home run. He'll lead off. Brought to you by Miller Lite. What a beautiful little lady with her mom right there. She just blew us a kiss. Maybe it's her first game. We've got 3 more games of this series. Gio tomorrow at 1 o'clock against rookie Willie Peralta. Chin-Ming Wong gets the call Sunday against Giovanni Gallardo. And then Jordan Zimmerman and Marco Estrada, a former Nat. That's another day game on Monday before the Nats head on to a 3-game set at Philadelphia. So a wraparound series that'll take us into Monday afternoon against the Brewers. Edwin Jackson, 12 hits this year.
It's no small thing, Carp. I mean, this time of year, you're used to routine. You're used to the vampire lifestyle of playing night games and sleeping until noon. Now all of a sudden, you got to change your schedule up. Play 3 day games in a row. It's not easy.
Yeah, got to go Cubs for 3 days. Sean Markham, first 2 innings, 33 pitches, 19 strikes. Right off the end of the bat. Haven't updated you on the Braves-Phillies game in a while. It's 2-1 Philadelphia. Bottom of the 3rd, Kevin Franzen just gave the Phillies the lead with his 2nd home run of the year. After the Braves had scored a run, top of the 2nd to tie it.
Edwin's got that play down. That's the 3rd one he's hit to the right side. He almost hit Jason Worth with the 1st one. A little squibber in the 2nd one. Getting closer to a fair ball. Now he's got to hit one over Ishikawa's head.
So he'll pull it this time. Segura, the shortstop. Safe is Edwin Jackson. He is such a good athlete. The Nats have used him to pinch run in the past, and the guys in the dugout love it.
Had smelling the hit all the way. Segura had to go far to his right. And it looked like DJ Rayburn was locked and loaded to ring Edwin Jackson up. Thought about it for a second and called him safe. But you get an example of the arm strength from Segura right there. And Ishikawa with a big stretch on the high throw. And let's watch Edwin run. Smelling the hit all the way. Getting it down the line. Just beats it out. And you see the call from Rayburn. Oh, yeah, he's safe.
Yeah. He took one look and then didn't look again until he was spying the umpire for the call.
But that's all you need to do as a base runner. There's no need to look at the play develop. Once you see the play is made, especially for you younger players out there, put your head down and run. There's nothing to see. Once the guy has the ball in his glove and you've seen that the ball doesn't go through the infield, put your head down, go to the base. It's a lot faster than your head turned toward an infielder running down the line.
Jason Worth popped up to second first time. So here comes one of your favorite parts of the game. The second time through the batting order against a pitcher they either haven't seen in a long time or haven't seen before. In this case, it's the former, having not seen Markham for 5 years. In fact, only 2 guys in the lineup have seen him.
I don't think I've ever been around a team, especially in the second half of the season, that makes adjustments as well as these guys do second, third, fourth at bat.
Not too many people around baseball say the 3rd inning is one of their favorite innings of the game, but FP likes this time of the night. 0-2 to Worth. He's got a battle now. Way in there.
Way in there to go back out there.
And that's why Travis Ishikawa is playing about 5 feet off the first base bag. He's not bothering to hold Edwin. When Edwin takes his lead off, the first baseman's pretty much right in front of him. Because if they pitch Worth away, he wants to be able to grab a ground ball down that way. You saw him in San Francisco, good first baseman.
Yeah, good glove.
And Worth will pull that one. By the way, for you wild card watchers, Dodgers a 2nd inning run at Cincinnati against Bronson Arroyo. They're 2.5 back of St. Louis, with the Cardinals losing today, and the Brewers are only 2 back.
So a 1 seed gets you the wild card winner, a 2 seed gets you San Francisco. Is that the way it goes?
Yes. Yeah, whoever has the best record gets the wild card. So the Subway sub prize on the line is the National League East and the wild card look. So the Dodgers ahead in their game. Milwaukee trailing here. St. Louis in extra innings losing to the Cubs. And the Braves are behind right now, but they're so far out ahead. 6.5 up on St. Louis. They've pretty much got the top wild card wrapped up. Big breaking ball way out there, and Worth couldn't reach it. Sean Markham, 10th batter, first strikeout.
Yeah, slider down away. You see the sequence, couple of pitches on the inner half to get back to that slider away. And I was watching Edwin Jackson right there. And he is thinking about stealing second with Ishikawa playing in front of him, and why not?
Save big, by the way, at Nissan's Bottom Line Sales event through October 1st. Visit ChooseNissan.com or your local dealer. They brought you that pitch track on the first replay. And here's Bryce Harper, who flied to left his first time. Next home run will be number 20. Bryce sitting on 51 RBIs. Off speed, way outside, 2-0.
I mean, just always thinking up there. See him biting his jersey right there. That's a tell him to keep his front side closed, keep that shoulder in there. Probably didn't like the way he took that pitch. Making the mental notes, making the adjustments.
Ishikawa, of course, as FP mentioned, taking that throw off the bag.
It's funny. Edwin has a deep lead at first base. And I think the throw over startled him, and he went to go straight back to the bag and realized that he had to come downhill to get back to the base.
Three balls and no strikes. 1 on 1 out, bottom of the third. Big guns coming up. There's the number 3 hitter. Ryan already has a base hit and a run scored tonight. Adam LaRoche behind him has gone deep. Harper on 3-0 pops up. Swung at a 3-0 pitch last night. Grabbed by Aramis Ramirez, 2 down. Nice crowd tonight. Over 30,000 in the ballpark. Red Porch is hopping tonight. And our newest friend, Angelo Venezia, is out there with some of his friends. He was very nice to send us some treats up to the booth tonight. We appreciate that.
Yeah.
Said he's enjoyed many a Masson evening on the deck in his backyard, watching us on Masson, and decided to pay us back a little tonight. And Angelo, grazie.
And like a good partner, he sent us a pizza. And like a good partner, I ate the first piece to test it out. Once you saw I survived, you had yours.
Yeah.
I'm not scared.
You know, it's an important thing. They seldom let us on the same airplane together. Ryan has a hitter's count of 2-0. Busted his bat, but hit it with authority to left center first time. That's right off the end of the bat. So Markham gets bailed out on a 3-0 count and a 2-0 count to retire Harper and Zimmerman. This one moves on. 2-1 Nats. Fourth inning, middle innings now. After 3, the Nats on top on the Adam LaRoche home run. They've out-hit the Brewers 3-2. Edwin Jackson, 43 pitches. Sean Markham, 50. Braun, Ramirez, Lucroy, good hitters for the Brewers. Davey Johnson, second different manager now to lead 4 different franchises to the postseason. Mets, Reds, Orioles, Nats. Billy Martin, the only other.
Well, you're looking at the manager of the year right there in the National League. It's that simple.
It'd be a crime if you're not. You played for him in L.A.
I sat next to him in L.A. But
he picked your brain constantly, yeah. I hear.
I mean, there's nobody else, right? Who else? And that's your National League Manager of the Year, folks.
Has to be. Absolutely has to be. And with that in mind, we wish Dusty Baker well. Still not feeling too well and not able to hang with his first place Reds. Hope Dusty will be okay. I mean, you know, when you look down the standings, who else is even close to what Davey has done this year? Ryan Braun doubled right into the right field corner first time up.
You think Clint Hurdle halfway through the season, what he did in Pittsburgh?
And the Pirates have lost 3 straight. They're under 500 now and fading in the wild card race, 5.5 back.
Freddie Gonzalez has done a nice job in Atlanta.
They were expected to be real good.
And Mike Matheny's doing a nice job in St. Louis after Tony La Russa retired. Hasn't been a wild card race, but those are all just good mentions. When we talk about what Davey Johnson has done with this club, what he's meant to this club, I think it's deeper than just looking at the record. Just treated them like men.
Edwin has gone under the hands of Ryan Braun with a couple of fastballs here. So after being ahead, it's 2-1, 2-1. Let's see what he goes with here. This will be an interesting pitch call. Flores and Jackson. It's a pitch up, and Ryan Braun slams it to right center. Bryce Harper plays it off the scoreboard. How good is this guy? Pair of doubles.
He got a pitch up, out over the plate. There's a slider from Jackson that just stayed up in the zone, probably overthrew it a little bit. And you got Ryan Braun in the box trying to make the best pitch he can. Left it up out over the plate, split the gap, one hop the wall. And once that ball landed with the speed of Braun, it's a double all the way.
They list him at 6'1", 202. When you see him down on the field, he doesn't look that big. when you are next to him, the man is a block of granite. He is extremely strong. Aramis Ramirez behind him. These two have been quite a combination this year. And Ramirez has one hand fly off the bat trying to reach that outside offering. Grounded out to shortstop, ending the first with Braun standing at second.
You know, all the best hitters I played with, they just don't miss mistakes. Average hitters, you hang a slider, you foul it back, or maybe you ground it out to shortstop. But the great ones, you leave something out over the plate, they don't miss it ever.
That's up the middle. Here comes Braun. Here comes Harper. His throw is on target. And out at the plate. Bryce Harper with an unbelievable aggressive charge at the ball and then a perfect throw.
I told him today in batting practice, you're going to win a lot of gold gloves in center field. We talked about that play over his shoulder he made the other night. But you called it, Carp. This play is made by Bryce Harper charging this ball, then breaking down at the last second, and another perfect throw right on the money. Unbelievable. Look at the arm strength, the accuracy. Gave Jesus Flores enough time to grab the ball, put a tag on a fast runner. I'll tell you what, this guy impacts the game every single night in one way or the other, whether it's offense, defense, running down a ball with his arm. A little shout out to Jesus Flores on the backside. Just another great play from the young center fielder, Bryce Harper. Unbelievable.
Runners trade places. One out. Here's Lucroy. And the Nats still lead for now.
I mean, it was all about cutting down the distance and charging that ball hard. But then the trick is to stay under control enough to field the ball and not fall over yourself throwing it to home. Right on the money once again with something on it.
Fastball just missing, 2-0.
Watch the charge. That's the key. He knows he's got a plus runner on second base, so you got to cut down the distance. He fields this ball almost right behind second base. You know about the arm strength. The accuracy is the part that gets me all the time. He doesn't miss. Always right on the nose.
Lucroy was pumping on 2-0. Middle infielders, catcher converge.
Change up the signs maybe. Set up a little bit later.
Ballpark still buzzing about that play.
Booth still buzzing about that play.
Lucroy, long tape measure home run, first time up. He was swinging on 2-0. Fastball whistles inside. By the way, the Phillies have added a couple. They lead the Braves 4-1 now. Ryan Howard and Carlos Ruiz have hit home runs. Breaking ball, that's up the middle. I don't think they're going to send Aramis Ramirez.
No, I don't think so.
First and third, one out. Edwin hasn't retired a hitter yet this inning, but he's got a stopper in center field. And by the way, Harper, when he did throw out Ryan Braun, that was his 8th outfield assist of the year, which now puts him in the top 10 in the National League. Rookie of the Year voters, are you listening?
And all of a sudden, Edwin Jackson up in the zone with the fastball and the slider.
Travis Ishikawa's hit into 3 double plays. And there's a bouncer that could be another. Look at Espinosa get rid of it. And Desmond turns a dandy 4-6-3.
I mean, you're not going to see a better defensive inning all season long, whether it was an outfield play from Harper or that double play right there to end it.
Find out more at Cox.com. They bring you the game summary. You can talk about Jackson pitching, the homers, but right now, if this was a football stadium, they'd be doing that boom boom defense thing.
Now we'll check out a boom boom home run from Adam LaRoche, his 31st of the year, 96th RBI. A location mistake from Sean Markham, supposed to be down the way, it was up and in. Like I said about Ryan Braun, great hitters don't miss mistakes. That goes for Adam LaRoche too. I am still buzzing about maybe one of the best defensive innings I've seen all season long. Unbelievable. I mean, you talk about the score, the situation, the time of year it is right now, and for Harper to make that throw to throw out Ryan Braun, then to have first and third one out and get a chopper and turn it into a double play, unbelievable.
That was a nifty little start to that double play by Danny Espinosa. He just knew where Desmond was. So bottom of the 4th, here comes LaRoche. First pitch swinging, pops it up left side to Ramos Ramirez. Bottom of the 4th inning, Morrison Desmond next. Michael Morse, first time up, fouled out to the right side. So far, second time around the order, Markham is retired, all 4 batters. And nobody's really done any hard hitting here. Well, sometimes pitchers make adjustments too, second time through.
Well, he's pitching backwards now. He's getting behind and then throwing off speed. Not really challenging anybody with a fastball. 2-0 changeups, 2-0 curveballs. See that right there? 1-0 change.
The epitome of that was the Zimmerman at bat last inning, 2-0. Had him reaching. (3-0). Maybe the key now, not being overly frisky. If he walks you, take the bag. Put him off the stretch. Ian Desmond waiting. And Morse goes hacking. And the count's even 2-2.
3-1 or 3-0. Was that 2-1?
Yeah, evidently it was 2-1. We've known to get counts wrong when Tim McClellan is umpiring. He'll make strike calls that are just almost impossible to see.
Well, that count locked me up like a 3-1 changeup.
So it's 2-2. Good take on a slider away.
3-2, right?
Now it is. That was a changeup center cut, and Michael Morse has now hit safely in 11 of his last 12 games.
A 3-2 pitch. Let's see what it was. Maybe a cutter at 85. His cutter averages around 85 miles an hour. A little break down and away, and Morse not trying to do too much, just right back up the middle. That's the trap you can fall into off Markham. You know, get into a hitter's count, try to get big, and he'll take advantage by pulling the string. Nice piece of hitting right there by the Beast.
Ian Desmond swung at the first pitch, and then later in the at-bat flew out to center. Markham drops in a strike. On-base percentage of .424 with that .380 batting average. Over 20 ball games coming into this one. 4 homers, 12 RBIs during that time.
It's a dangerous hitter for Markham because, as we've seen all season long, Ian Desmond swinging. And he'll sit fastball. And if he's fooled, catch that off speed out in front and pull it out of the ballpark.
.0-2 to Desmond. And him reaching. Angle for Segura, the shortstop. 2 outs. You can own a piece of DC baseball history, game-used baseballs, bases, other commemorative items from last night's playoff clinchy game, and this historic season available at the memorabilia kiosk. That's on the main concourse near sections 112, 113 over on the third base side. For more information, email memorabilia@nationals.com. By the way, we've talked to the Nationals about making some of the scorecards, the score sheets from last night's game, hopefully another clincher or two. Working on a way to make that eventually available to you for a keepsake. And a high fly ball off the bat of Danny Espinosa, heading for the seats, out of play. We will let you know when we're able to do that.
Well, I saved mine. I'll frame that scorecard up, put it in my office. Anyway, nice catch. Nice shirt, too.
Yeah. I like it. He didn't celebrate too much. He acts like he's been that kind of guy before. No big deal. Got a ball. Danny Espinosa hit a ball in the gap that stayed up just long enough for Carlos Gomez to make a diving catch on him 2 innings ago. Markham's did a good job of keeping hitters off balance for the last 3 innings. 2 singles during that time. One of them the infield hit by Edwin Jackson. Morse up the middle, clean lead this inning. And that's well inside on Danny Espinosa. Quite a ball game at Cincinnati tonight. Dodgers still leading 1-0. Bottom of the 5th. On so far a 1-hitter by Joe Blanton. Off speed. Danny Espinosa takes it. 2-1.
I've been watching Michael Morse at first base. He's looking like he wants to run.
Another off-speed pitch to Danny.
And see, that's what I'm talking about. 2-1 count. You're thinking heater. He goes change, fade away.
When's the last time he's thrown a fastball behind in the count? Maybe the 3-0 to Harper that Bryce popped up. I'm not even sure that was his full bore fastball. But had nothing but off speed and breaking stuff since. Espinosa 4 for his last 9. Some pretty good sock in this lineup when you get it down to 7 and 8, whether it's Flores or Suzuki behind him. Target is way in, way upstairs. And I'm sure they've done some scouting on Danny. A lot of clubs have been using that swing back fastball under his hands. And that's probably what Markham was trying to do there. He just lost it way upstairs. Michael Morse will be running finally. Ishikawa plays behind him on a full count with 2 outs. First baseman probably tapped the glove here a couple of times, let Michael know he's close. He'll retreat, and the hitter steps out. Nats on top, 2-1, bottom of the 4th. And a 2-out payoff pitch. Popped up. And over the screen. Nats working Markham up near 70 pitches here in the 4th inning. He will be throwing number 68 here. And Espinosa pops it up to the left side. Foul ground to Ramos Ramirez. Nats got a base hit, and they stranded their second runner of the night, leading 2-1.
Ryan Braun on second after a leadoff double. Ramirez up the middle. Hard hit ball. Bryce Harper charging hard and a perfect throw right on the money to Jesus Flores to get a speedy Ryan Braun at home plate. Then Jonathan Lucroy back up the middle. Got to hold him at third, right? Because here comes another bullet from center field. And now one of the niftier double plays you'll see all season long. A chopper Espinosa with a perfect feed to Desmond. for the 4-6-3 double play.
That was an interesting replay on that second throw. It looked like Aramis Ramirez was upset that Jonathan Lucroy didn't go to second on Harper's throw. And then, of course, they hit into the double play.
And it was weird, too.
But Bryce, you know, he kind of kept the throw low enough so you can't tell really if it's going to be cut off or not.
That, and there wasn't a breakup slide on that double play. Espinoza with the backhand flip to Desmond. And it looked like Lucroy just peeled off into right field.
That was interesting. The little things we see sometimes on replays, that so much going on, hard to see everybody on the field at the same time.
Lucroy probably running away from the tag of Espinoza.
Yeah.
Trying to avoid that.
Good call. That was the Nats' 120th double play of the year. So here we are in the top of the fifth, 7-8-9 for the Brewers. Carlos Gomez struck out first time up. Edwin has him 1-2 here. Target is in. Usually means fastball. And it's a one-hopper to Ryan Zimmerman. On the run, stops and throws, and LaRoche digs it out. Discover Kia's full lineup of high-quality, stylish, and dependable vehicles. To learn more, visit kia.com. The Nats will see Marco Estrada, who used to pitch for Washington in this series, strike out guys lately.
And we've seen Samardzija and Medlin, and two of the better right-handers we've seen this season.
And there's a two-hopper to Danny Espinoza from Gene Segura. Pitcher coming up now. Edwin has been pretty economical with his pitch count. 55 pitches to get 12 outs, and now 60 pitches to get 2 more total. And the hitter will be Sean Markham, who's 3 for 32 this year. Nats forcing Markham into some longer innings. But after being behind constantly, he is still very much in this game.
I think he's trying to get behind.
If only I can get everybody to 2-0, then I'll really have him.
I used to tell Tom Glavine that all the time. You're trying to get to 2-0 so you can drop the changeup. You don't even want to get ahead.
Cincinnati scores bottom of the fifth to tie the Dodgers 1-1. Reds and the Nats, same number of wins, 91. Nationals have played 1 game fewer than Cincinnati. And the 0-2.
96.
Three hits last inning, no runs, and only 1 runner stranded, thanks to that great defense. Then he goes out against the bottom of the order and simply dominates in the top of the 5th inning. Flores, Jackson, and Worth coming up. It's enough to make you stand up and wave. On to the bottom of the 5th inning. Nats Just a little bit of timely hitting. Zimmerman a base hit, LaRoche the homer. But the story of this game right now, the pitching of Edwin Jackson, keeping the ball around the plate, making some things happen. His defense is magnificent right now.
Yeah, he's got a good tempo, pounding the strike zone. We've seen the great defense all night long, so a bunch of great plays tonight. The throw from Bryce Harper, the 4-6-3 double play. Don't forget Carlos Gomez's play on Bryce Harper in center field. So a lot of leather being flashed in this baseball game, a well-played game.
We've talked about this before. The Nats, they don't have the fewest errors in the league. They're fourth in that department. But this ball club has athletes that make plays that other ball clubs don't.
Well, and they work at it too, Carp. I mean, you come here every day at 3 o'clock. They're out taking ground balls. They're working on double plays. They work hard during batting practice. So, you know, all these great plays that we see every night during the game, it's because, you know, they work at it. It's not just the talent. It's talent plus work ethic. And equals success, and we've seen it all season long.
68 pitches, 42 strikes. Sean Markham. Grounded out Jesus Flores first time. Then Jackson, then Worth here, bottom 5. Nats have actually been out hit by the Brewers 5-4 after they had those 3 hits without scoring top of the 4th. Flores got a ball that was hanging a bit. He's early for it. And it's fouled down into the corner. Braves did not score in the top of the 6th at Philadelphia. Kyle Kendrick, 1 run, 3 hits so far, and the Phillies lead 4-1.
Remember early in the game, Markham throwing 80% fastball, now just 61.
So that means since then, probably way over 50% off speed.
Yeah, and you feel like it should be flip-flop.
It's working for him. Flores waiting for a breaking ball, reaching for it. Carlos Gomez under it. Nats only have 2 hits since the first inning explosion. You can win a signed game-worn jersey right off the back of a Nat, a player or a coach. Raffle tickets sold from now until Sunday at the Dream Foundation kiosk at the Center Field Plaza when you come to the ballpark. All proceeds benefit Nats charities. Winners to be announced Sunday at the game. You do not need to be present to win, but you have to get here to register. Edwin Jackson goes up hacking. Little tomahawk chop on a high pitch.
Oh, next inning is going to be an interesting one for Jackson. He's got the 3rd time through. Top of the order for the Brewers due up.
Yep. Edwin, by the way, hitting this year, .241. Fastball, that's a strike. High in the zone, 0-2. Sean Markham, 5th most changeups in baseball coming into this game. He's going to punch out Edwin Jackson. Strikeout number 2 for Markham tonight. Only other man he struck out, Jason Worth, last time around. Former Nat Tommy Malone is on that list. Mark Burnley, Jeremy Hellickson, James Shields, along with Sean Markham, the guys who throw the most changeups in baseball. Better than a 1/4 of the time.
That word still makes me cringe. Change up.
So one of the reasons you're sitting next to me?
I never met one that I didn't think was a fastball.
What's for changeups? You'd probably be a .270 hitter at your age right now.
Yeah.
And, you know, you watch baseball your whole life. You remember things. I remember as a kid sitting in the ballpark in St. Louis and watching Henry Aaron, his feet stomping up and down as he tried to make a swing. And I remember saying to my dad, what was that? What happened? And my dad said, he threw him a change of pace. That's what they called it back then.
He's probably swearing at the pitcher saying, challenge somebody. Let's go. You hear that in the dugout all the time when guys throw change-ups.
And it might be the only time in my life, and I feel fortunate to have seen Aaron, Willie Mays, Clemente, Musial, that great generation play. Might be the only time in my young life I saw any of those guys fooled by a pitch when they were so far out ahead and they tried to slow everything down. Change of pace, it was called then. And that's a pretty brisk fastball, 88. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
I thought it was change of pace until I was about 12. I did.
So when you were 7 years younger than Bryce Harper, who's on deck?
I thought it was that stuff you eat in kindergarten, the paste. Bryce Harper trying to fire his hands into that slot.
Is that his version of Morse's routine?
Yeah.
3-2 pitch, Worth waiting for that one. And it will be near the barrier and just out of the reach of Travis Ishikawa.
Gives it a good run. Just runs out of room.
Did that Nats fan have a first baseman's mitt on? It sure looked like
I think
one.
he did.
How about that? Knowing what side of the diamond he's on, that's pretty good. Worth still reaching on 3-2. Markham has just got everybody lunging and reaching right now. Even on pitches up.
Well, that's the dilemma when you're facing a guy like this. You're telling yourself, elevate him, get the ball up. If it's low, take it. If it's up, swing. But then when he goes up out of the zone, it's a tough take.
Goes upstairs. That was 84 for the strikeout. He K's 2 batters in a row. And here in D.C. tonight, we've got quite a pitching duel going on. 2-1 Nats. LB's been training seriously, or a combination of the two, because I've never seen him run this well.
No, he's training seriously. Saw him in Gold's Gym the other day, doing squats.
Wow.
Drinking a muscle milk shake. He's training for something.
Does he go with the long brown pants and the jersey when he's working out, and the tie?
No, tight spandex, and you don't want to see it. It's not pretty.
Wow. Paying off. I bet he's improved his diet.
He's working hard. He's getting in shape.
I mean, that's as well as I've ever seen him run.
He's on a mission.
Last time he was that fast, he was on a Segway. One pitch, two hops, one out. Adam LaRoche handling a tricky chance. Ricky Weeks is next, and Edwin Jackson pitching well against the Milwaukee Brewers again. Ryan Braun, couple of doubles, but he has not scored a run. Edwin against Milwaukee, July 26th, in a Nats 8-2 win. 7 innings, no runs, 8 hits. A walk, 4 strikeouts. That's one of those games where you open up the paper the next morning and the writer puts down that he scattered 8 base hits. He has scattered 5. Well, 4 of the 5. 1 left the yard. And that ball's well hit by Ricky Weeks. But Michael Morse is on to the track to grab it. 2 outs.
But I feel like in a one-run baseball game, even though it's the 6th inning, you just got to be real careful here with Ryan Braun.
Sure.
I mean, yeah, if you walk him, he can steal second base and get into scoring position. He's got that kind of speed, but when you look at his numbers, 40-105, guy hitting .314 in a one-run game this late. Probably don't want to give him a whole lot to hit.
And just because there's 2 outs on 2 pitches, that doesn't mean if you throw one down the middle, he's going to take it.
No offense to the guy on deck because he can hit too, but
I mean, you're talking about maybe the best hitter in the game right now.
Yeah. That might have been a reputation call because I thought that was a strike.
I did too, and for a moment I thought Tim McClellan was going to raise the right arm. Not that that's easy to see. Pretty glad he was taking on that one. That was a slider sitting up above belt high. Two now.
Man, if you're going to pitch to him, make him hit your pitch. 2-0 slider. There's a 2-1 cutter away. If he wants to expand his zone, good.
Phillies have scored again, bottom of the 6th. Citizens Bank Park, they lead the Braves 5-1. The Nats will be there Tuesday night. And a 3-2. In a 1-run game, bases empty. Got him on a pitch diving. 86 miles an hour. Here comes Bryce Harper, Ryan Zimmerman, Adam LaRoche. How about Edwin Jackson?
Miller time brought to you by Miller Lite. What else did you think it would be? Let's watch it one more time. Bryce Harper with the perfect throw right on the money to get Ryan Braun at the plate in a 2-1 baseball game. That is huge. And you look at Harper putting everything into it, a lot like when he runs the bases. Everything he does is hard. Everything he throws is hard. And that was right on the money once again.
Guess who's number 2 in outfield assists right behind him? The guy in right field, Nori Aoki of the Brewers. So Bryce broke the tie with that assist tonight. Aoki wearing number 7, has 7. And here's Bryce Harper, Zimmerman, LaRoche to follow. And Bryce goes up hacking, bottom of the 6th underway.
Ten fly ball outs for the Nats tonight.
Markham's retired 13 of the last 15 since the Adam LaRoche first inning home run. Edwin Jackson just about as good. His defense helped him out considerably in the 4th. And Edwin now has retired 7 consecutive batters. It's all about Zimmerman's first inning 2-out single, and then the Adam LaRoche laser off the back wall of the bullpen. This one handled by Ricky Weeks. And Bryce Harper is 1 for 15 against Milwaukee pitching this year. League leaders from Engility. Your mission, our commitment. Visit engilitycorp.com.
Look at the slugging percentage.
How about that?
Since August 29th in the National League.
Period of 3 weeks.
Are they both up? That'd be tough.
Now that would be tough for a pitcher.
Sean Markham's worst night.
Zimmerman rockets one to left. And Ryan Braun almost overran it as that ball was hooking back to his right. Can't hit it any harder than that.
On a line. And he's feeling at the plate right now. Swings very compact. Direct line to the ball. I guess that makes up for the broken bat one earlier in the game. They say they all equal out.
You're the first hitter I've ever heard admit that.
I said they say.
Who are they?
I don't know, but it's not
Who are
me.
these people?
They don't equal out, trust me.
Adam LaRoche 1 for 2. 15 RBIs in his last 19 games on 8 home runs. And this year against Milwaukee pitching, he is 7 for 16 with 2 homers, 4 batted in. Every time the Nats hit a home run, the Washington area Lexus dealers donate $200 to the Children's National Medical Center. It's happened 176 times. A new Nationals record, a new franchise record, including the days in Montreal. 174 was the franchise mark. 164 the Nats mark. Fastball stays outside. 3-1. LaRoche trying to extend the inning to Michael Morse, who singled solidly last time. Out ahead of that off-speed pitch. That was 78 miles an hour. Impressive night for Sean Markham. Matching Edwin Jackson right now in a 2-1 game into the late innings. More at Cox.com. Check it out this weekend. A night of home runs. One by the Brewers, a solo. One by the Nats, a 2-run shot, LaRoche. Other than that, it's all about the pitching.
It's all about the slider. Edwin Jackson, I think you should throw a slider right here. Nice pitch. How about another slider right here? That's a good pitch. One more slider, please. Oh, yeah, thanks. And then a 3-2 slider, maybe the biggest pitch of the game to Ryan Braun to end last inning. So Edwin Jackson has his little friend in his back pocket, the slider, tonight. It's been great.
72 pitches, 47 strikes. Facing Aramis Ramirez, 1 for 2 with a base hit up the middle. Jonathan Lucroy, Travis Ishikawa to follow, top 7. Edwin's gone at least 6 for the 17th time this year. He's gone at least 7 10 times. And he's gone at least 8 3 times, once for a complete game beyond that.
I mean, the sink on that 91-mile-an-hour fastball from Jackson was just ridiculous. Watch the movement right here. Wow. Almost split action on a fastball.
That is a strike from the signal of Tim McClellan. The way he was looking at Ramirez, did he signal that he swung at that ball?
Yeah, that was strange.
There's that old rookie, Jim Henderson, who debuted against the Nats in Milwaukee. He's one of their primary setup guys right now. Ball game in Atlanta now, top of the 7th. Braves batting, 1 on 1 out, trailing 5-1. Kyle Kendrick still pitching.
It's a good take.
Two, crowd wants an out. On a pitch up, they'll get one. Michael Morse right there. Jonathan Lucroy will be next. Nationals fans, be sure to pick up your playoff clinch t-shirt and cap. We showed them to you last night from the main team store located near the center field gate. Select stands throughout the ballpark. You can also check it out by phone at 202-640-7777. Very, very cool Natitude shirt and the gray themed ball cap with the curly W.
I didn't get the hat last night. Cool shirt though.
I had one of the hats for about 5 minutes and gave it away. They are available downstairs though. That's a tapper foul by Lucroy, who's 2 for 2 tonight. Homered around 400 feet or so deep. Right down the line and left, and then singled up the middle. And that was the second throw Harper made to hold Aramis Ramirez at third, right before the Ishikawa double play ball. Fly ball right field. Here comes Jason Worth. Ishikawa struck out and grounded into a double play.
I'll tell you what, you talk about one of the hottest hitting teams in baseball. One of the hottest teams, period, in baseball. And with what Edwin Jackson's done here tonight so far, remarkable.
These guys have won 23 of their last 29 games, 5 in a row. And I know the Brewers announcers were billing this series for their viewers and listeners as the hottest team in baseball against the best team in baseball. And they're right on both counts. 1 ball, 1 strike. Edwin off speed, slipping one under the bat of Ishikawa. Trying to keep things going for Carlos Gomez here, top 7.
And that slider has just been ridiculous all night long. We said it when we showed his repertoire tonight. If the slider's good, it's going to be a long night. And the slider's been better than good.
Edwin is an unusual guy. During the day, his ERA's 5.5. During the night games, it's 3.3 and diving. 2-2 pitch. But FP, the ability to keep the ball unhittable down low, but the hitters think it's a strike.
Well, I'd love to just stand in there for one pitch and see what everybody sees off Edwin with that slider. I guarantee you it's tough to pick up. You're looking at tons of fastball swings all night long on his slider. Not picking it up, not recognizing it.
2-2 pitch.
So 3-2, 2 outs. Do you go to your best pitch all night long, slider? I would.
He struck out this batter on a pitch in the dirt right after the Lucroy homer back in the 2nd. That ball will be hit to right. Hit pretty well. Worth at the scoreboard. He's got it. And it's time to stretch. Edwin Jackson has been tested by the Brewers tonight, for the most part, keeping it in the yard. Local Dodge dealer this weekend. And by the Virginia Lottery, we'll play anything, anywhere, anytime. We're game. Why are these people in Georgetown? They should be in Southeast with 30,000+ of their friends watching the Nats the way this one's going tonight. So a 2-1 lead out of the 7th inning stretch. Willie Peralta, 4 career games, 3 starts. He's 2-0 with a 2.14 ERA. Nats have never seen him. Everybody watching Gio tomorrow. He'll go for number 20 again. 2.95 ERA, and that league hitting 207 against him leads the major leagues. 12:30, Nats Extra, first pitch, 105, Masson 2 HD. UPS call to the bullpen. This call is packaged by the UPS store. We love logistics. And Jim Henderson has made it to the big leagues after a long climb. The Nats saw him for the first time a couple of months ago in Milwaukee and were impressed.
See if I can do this real quick before we hit the high note. 2 pitches, fastball 94, slider 85.
It sounds a whole lot better with 30,000, I'll tell you that.
It just doesn't get old. I love it. Can't hit the high note.
then give yourself a standing O. It's awesome.
So Jim Henderson, 29 years of age. Now they're going to play it again.
Yeah. One more time.
Well, it took Henderson a while to get ready, and then it took Morse a while to stop in. So here we go again. American Idol comes to Nationals Park.
That's just cool. There's no other word. It's cool.
Best walk-up sequence in baseball, evidently. Michael Morse, 1 for 2 tonight. Is that ball foul tipped? It looked like it changed directions. I thought for a moment it might have hit Michael. Last thing the Nats need is a fastball in on his hands again.
I think it might have got the knob of the bat. Let's check it out one more time. The Exmo show. Oh, got the barrel, actually.
Nats not that upset to see Sean Markham out of the game. 2 runs, 4 hits, didn't walk anybody. 3 strikeouts in 6 innings of effective pitching. 94 pitches, 59 strikes. Henderson, who's a big man, 6'5", 217, from Calgary, Alberta, throws one way upstairs. Been in the professional ranks since '03, never made it to the big leagues until this year. Slider, relatively easy take for Morse on a 1-2 pitch.
Might find a way to add on a few more right here. How huge would that be for the Nationals?
Large. Braves have scored, but they still trail by 3, 5-2 ball game. They're in the 7th inning stretch at Philadelphia. Morse saw a pitch up, and he was pumping. So Michael, 14 for 49 over the last 12 games. He sits safely in 11 of those. And Henderson blows it by him. College basketball returns to the DMV, D.C., Maryland, Virginia, as Coach John Thompson III leads your Georgetown Hoyas against some of the nation's best at the Verizon Center. Be a part of the tradition that is Georgetown basketball. Secure your tickets at 202-687-4692 or wearegeorgetown.com. Desmond on a topspin grounder to Aramis Ramirez. First pitch, 2 quick outs, bottom 7. Ian thought he had something he could work with right there. Frustrated. He's 0 for 3. Danny Espinosa next. I think one of the neatest things that I'll remember from the clubhouse after the game last night was Ian's little guy Grayson, who's 17 months old now, in full national uniform, being carried around and appearing on camera with his dad. That was very cool.
That's what it's all about.
And he'll be a daddy again during the offseason. Our best to Chelsea, his grade school sweetheart and beautiful wife. Danny Espinosa robbed of a hit by Gomez in the gap back in the second, fouled out in the fourth. The Dodgers-Cincinnati game now in the 7th inning, and they're still locked up at 1. Tense September baseball going on tonight. 1-run game here. Jim Henderson trying to keep it that way. By the way, Edwin Jackson threw 7 innings, 88 pitches, 57 strikes, 10 consecutive outs, and there is nothing going on in the Nats bullpen except sitting and watching a ball game. Edwin, by the way, has gone at least 7 for the 11th time this year.
Be interesting to see who gets the 9th tonight if it stays like it is.
I know a lot of people came up to Drew Storen last night and personally thanked him for striking out longtime Nationals tormentor Hanley Ramirez to end that game.
3 of the best sliders you'll ever see.
How about Kemp, Gonzalez, Ramirez?
Yeah, that was no easy save.
Man. Hey, that might be your answer right there. Drew is stretching. 2-2.
Watch the guy in the background stand up, like, don't hit my Danny Espinosa, just to the right after the pitch almost hits him. Right there. Hey. To be throwing at my Danny Espinosa.
Guy who works a jack in the box in the ballpark tonight. 3-2 pitch with 2 outs. Ooh, that was a rip.
Even the fans got your back right now when you're hitting.
That is hilarious. You always have this eye for detail. Why didn't you go to work for the FBI or something? You should be in law enforcement.
I'm ADD. If something shiny moves, I see it.
Espinosa strikes out, pitch down and away. Good 7th for Jim Henderson. 7, 8, and 9 for the Brew Crew at beautiful Nationals Park. 8th inning ahead. Potomac Nationals accepting deposits on season tickets for next year. Check out the 2012 game used jerseys, PotomacNationals.com. Download the PNats app on your mobile device for the latest. 703-590-2311. We've got some pitching talk here. We check in with Christina.
Well, Bob, Davey Johnson has said lately that he has not tweaked his rotation a lot throughout the season. He's been pretty consistent. But he did say he doesn't like to look too far ahead, but he did say looking ahead that he liked his left-handers against Philly and his right-handers against St. Louis. So you'll see Jordan Monday, Lannon Tuesday, and potentially some shuffling to get Detweiler and Gio against Philly, and then give Edwin Jackson that extra day to go against St. Louis with the right-handers going against St. Louis.
Ex-Cardinal against Cardinals when the Nats get to St. Louis for the last weekend of the season. Carlos Gomez, Gene Segura, the shortstop, And then a pinch hitter in the number 9 spot for the Brewers. Zimmerman on the charge. And for him, that makes it a routine play.
Well, you get all those lefties from Philadelphia, right? Ryan Howard, one of the hottest hitters on the planet. He's homered in 3 consecutive games. I think he's got 56 RBI in his last 57 ball games. Chase Utley. You turn Jimmy Rollins around to the right side, so that makes sense, right? Lefties against Philadelphia. And all the big boppers for the Cardinals, you want your right-handed guys facing them. It's good stuff.
Gene Segura is the hitter. He has struck out, grounded out. Right-hander Jose Veras, and number 57 is Francisco Rodriguez. Nyjer Morgan, former Net, on deck to bat for Jim Henderson. Edwin Jackson continues to cruise.
Now he's working now. 94 pitches. You can see him taking some deep breaths between those pitches. 55% fastball, 45% off speed, but starting to feel it a little.
And a ball drilled to center. Harper plays it on a hop. Segura on. That's the tying run. Now they'll call Nyjer Morgan back and go with a power bat. And it'll be the big right-handed hitter, Corey Hart. So that base hit changes everything here in the 8th. Corey Hart, when the Nats were in Milwaukee, was 6 for 16 in that series with 2 home runs and 3 RBIs. In his career against Edwin Jackson, listen to this, he's 6 for 11 with 2 bombs.
I think the key to this whole at bat is keeping Segura close. He has 5 stolen bases on the year, hasn't got caught once, and he hasn't been up that long. So you would think the stolen base, with the way the Brewers run, definitely in play right now.
.139 stolen bases in the minor leagues, including 50 at A-ball 2 years ago, and he's continued to swipe them as he's climbed the ladder.
And it looked like Edwin might have sped up his delivery a little bit right there on the first pitch slider, because Segura was trying to go. Took a jab, step, and stop.
No balls, 1 strike to Corey Hart.
And he wanted to go right there too.
Hart has 27 homers, 77 RBIs on the year. Only his 2nd pinch hitting appearance. He's 1 for 2 with 2 RBIs. And if he's not feeling well with the feet and can get on base, they can always use Nyjer Morgan to run for him. They pulled Morgan back when they brought in Hart, who's hit over 150 career home runs. One pitch.
Yeah, a little lean one more time.
Other thing about Corey Hart, if he's not feeling great with the feet, he's hit into 12 double plays this year. Usually he's a very fast runner for a man his size.
I watched him play yesterday. He was not getting around very easily.
So if Edwin can get a ground ball here. Game situation here, top of the 8th.
Good pitch to go on.
Short lead. He's leaning. He starts and stops, and that's a strike. Jackson got it up in the zone a bit toward the outer half.
I think a little cutter at 92 miles an hour. Just down the outer half. Good frame by Flores on the backside. Doing a nice job of keeping him close, paying attention, speeding up his delivery, throwing over. Everything you're supposed to do to give your catcher a chance to throw somebody out.
One, two, runner stops. Again, took 3 or 4 steps, put on the brakes. And the pitch low and inside, ball 2.
Well, that just tells me that he has a green light. And he's not getting the jump that he wants. He's taking 2 or 3 hard steps and then choking it off because he's not where he's supposed to be. Jackson doing a nice job of keeping him close, but I wonder if Jesus Flores, Ian Desmond, and Edwin Jackson are talking about making a pitch right here to a good hitter and focusing on that. But you have to pay attention to Segura at first base, and they're doing a nice job.
Two-two pitch. Runner not going. A little bit low.
Big miss. Now he starts.
Wow.
With a 3-2 count, got to start him right here.
Still no throwing in the Nationals bullpen. Top of the order, Nori Aoki is next. Short lead. Full count, 1 out. The runner goes. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Out! It's a double play.
Got a bad jump. He hesitated. Then he went, and you knew if he swung through it, it was a strike him out, throw him out. Great throw by Flores. Great pitch by Jackson. 3-2 slider. Bad jump by Segura. Good tag by Espinoza. That was huge. Right there, and it was all about Edwin Jackson stepping off, throwing over, getting in his head. But watch the jump, or lack of it right here. You see how late he went? Now, he was banking on Corey Hart putting the ball in play, but that was a bad jump, and as soon as you saw him hesitate right there and make sure that Edwin Jackson went to the plate, you knew if Hart struck out, you had a chance. Espinoza behind the bag. Good throw by Flores, and what a huge strike him out, throw him out to end the 8th. Huge play in this baseball game.
Edwin Jackson loves throwing to Jesus Flores. Kenny Espinosa, by the way, pretty good job of blocking the bag right there.
Yeah. And what does Jesus Flores think? Little fist pump. Nice job. It's a great sequence all the way around. Chess match.
So a strike him out, throw him out double play. Nats have turned 2 twice tonight. They'll face 31-year-old veteran Jose Veras here in the bottom of the 8th. 79 games for the Pirates last year. And the Brewers picked him up for Casey McGee last December. 68th appearance here, 3.86 ERA, 77 strikeouts, 63 innings. Kind of a herky-jerky delivery that can make it tardy for hitters to pick him up.
A 3-pitch guy, fastball, curveball split. Fastball averages around 94 miles an hour. He likes the curveball, so occasional split as an out pitch, but mostly fastball curve.
Looks like Edwin might be done for the night. Chad Tracy to hit for him in a moment. 101 pitches, 64 strikes. And Tyler Clippard is up and throwing in the Nats bullpen.
Amazing outing, Cart, from Edwin Jackson.
Oh, yeah.
6 hits, 1 run against these guys. Come on.
4th time this year he's gone at least 8 innings. Jesus Flores 0 for 2, ground ball to third, fly ball to center. Edwin Jackson did not walk a batter tonight. Neither starter did. 1 run, 6 hits in 8 innings against this lineup. And Flores in the air to right. Drifting foul ground, Ishikawa, and he'll grab it. That'll bring in Chad Tracy. Catch all the action of the 2012 Major League Baseball postseason on Fox and TBS. It all begins October 5th with the wild card on TBS. Rick Kranitz, the pitching coach, running to the mound, and on the way he was waving the catcher Jonathan Lucroy out there.
You know what that is? That's a Captain Gooner scouting report.
Well, let's see if Veras has faced him. Somehow these two have avoided each other in their careers. Chad's such a good pinch hitter for the Nats this year. 11 for 37, 10 pinch RBIs, 1 home run.
And you think he'd get a fastball right here.
And he tried to go side door with the breaking ball. 76, stayed outside. That ball pulled hard and outside the bag.
Top of the order for the Brewers, due up in the 9th.
What else? Last night it was 3-4-5. It's amazing the way the game of baseball throws everything at a closer it can in the 9th inning. You just hope you have enough margin of error going into that frame. One of the reasons Tracy's hitting here. That stays outside, 2-1. Tyler Clippard, both ends of the doubleheader on Tuesday, saved one, lost the other. Wednesday, actually, after the Tuesday rainout. Tracy will pull this one. That's a fair ball. Handled by Ishikawa. 2 outs. Jason Worth coming up here in the 8th. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Washington Nationals and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Washington Nationals. Great crowd tonight, and a very handsome crowd, I might add.
Yeah, that is the female edition of the Larry Leadoff starter kit. And I like it.
30,382 tonight.
How good is that?
And it would have only been 30,380 without those two beauties. Jason Worth, a rare 0 for tonight. Pop up, 2 strikeouts against Sean Markham, who pitched extremely well. That's a strike. Worth against Veras' career, 1 for 4. 2 strikeouts. And he misses again. 95, 2-1. Phillies have scored. Bottom of the 8th. Chase Utley has just hit his 11th home run. They lead the Braves 6-2. Worth hits it hard, base hit. Nationals have their first hit since the 4th inning. Worth around the bag and slide himself to a stop. 2 most aggressive guys in baseball rounding first base on singles. One's aboard and one's coming up.
That way, ladies. Carlos Gomez made a great play right here to keep Jason Worth to a single. And right out of the box, when you hit a ball to the shortstop's left in the gap, you're thinking too. Worth put his head down, was turning hard around first base, but Gomez got to the ball quick, got rid of it quick, and Worth did the whole slide thing where he slows himself down to get back to first. Nice swing of the bat, good hustle around first, nice play by Gomez. This has been a well-played game tonight here, defensively for sure.
You know, I was just about to say the same thing. You look at the way guys are playing. 2-1 game, October feel to it. Guys looking to take extra bases, rookies throwing out runners at home plate, timely home runs. This is beautiful baseball we're watching. 2 really good teams battling here. And even with Worth aboard, they play Ishikawa off the bag in front of him. First manager I saw do that was Bobby Valentine when he was with the Mets. Renicky, as innovative a manager as there is in baseball when it comes to defense. Worth started, stop, ball gets away, and Jason just needed one less stutter step and he would have been on his way. Looked like it took him a second to find that thing.
He couldn't see what we could see, and that's how far the ball was trickling away from Lucroy. When you're on first base, watch where he is. He can't see the depth perception right there of the ball. As a base runner, you see the ball, but you don't know how far it's rolling away.
He's running. Pitch low. A bullet. Out at second. How about these catchers tonight? Flores and Lucroy matching up, just like the pitchers have been. This one to the top of the 9th. Tyler Clippard coming in. And 12, here they are at the ballpark. This is great. Well, how about the greatness of Edwin Jackson tonight?
Well, I think he did it primarily with the slider. I mean, the fastball command was good, but we said in the beginning, he's as good as his slider is, and tonight it was outstanding. Threw it in some 3-2 counts. Right there, a little strike him out, throw him out to end the night for Jackson. When you talk about how hot the Brewers have been and how they're swinging the bats, an amazing performance from number 33 here at Nats Park tonight.
8 innings, a run on 6 hits, 6 strikeouts, no walks. And those 6 Ks will rack up 37 times 6 for the Children's Inn at the National Institutes of Health. It's from our Washington area Toyota dealers, helping children receiving medical treatment with their families at NIH. Top of the 9th. Closer situation interesting these days, Christina.
It is, Bob, and today Davey Johnson talked about how he has confidence in both Tyler Clippard and Drew Storen to close. He's going to mix and match them depending on matchups and rest. Probably going with Tyler tonight because he is a little bit more rested. When it comes to matchups, even though they are both right-handed pitchers, he said Clippard's fastball changeup combo is more effective against left-handers. Drew, on the other hand, is an emotional closer. He likes to get amped up and likes pitching in those big situations. He said Drew is all the way back, but he's not just going to rearrange the whole bullpen. Both are great closers, so he's going to go with both of them depending on the situation.
Aoki, great bunt. Zimmerman unable to make contact with it, tying runs aboard. By the way, Tyler Clippard saved the last 2 games in that 3 out of 4 series for the Nats at Milwaukee. So a great idea by Aoki, and FP, this is perfect execution.
Yeah, I don't even think if Ryan fields this, he has a chance. I mean, just rolled that right down the line, perfect, fair or foul, kept it right toward the line. And now it gets interesting.
That's a guy stealing a base hit when he had an 0 for 3 tonight. That was his first at bat ever against Tyler Clippard. Here comes Ricky Weeks, who's 1 for 4 with a home run against Tyler. He's hit the ball in the air to each outfielder tonight.
Maybe he'll steal right here, too. I'll see if they're bunting, but he might just flat out steal or try.
28 out of 35. Clippard will send him back. Every 90 feet crucial in this one. And they are in the top of the 9th at Philadelphia. The Braves coming up down 6-2. A hitter uncertain, looked like a swing. DJ Rayburn says it is.
Let's see the pitch. Did he go? Oh, yeah. Broke his wrist almost. Bat went across the plate.
Nationals pitchers paying a lot more attention to base runners these days.
Well, 1-run game, you have to. You don't have the luxury of letting him steal second and then trying to get out of the inning, especially when the heart of the order's coming up. So got to keep him close, and it looks like Ron Renicki's going to play this straight up.
Off the glove of Flores on a changeup. Tying run, second base, nobody out.
I'm going to check it out one more time. Changeup down and away.
They'll have to roll that a pass ball. So Ricky Weeks in there. Most dangerous hitter in baseball on deck. And then no picnic if it gets to Aramis Ramirez. Steelers came from behind to win at Pittsburgh to sweep last night. Espinosa trying to keep the runner close. And a 1-1 pitch. Clippard misses up high with a changeup.
I mean, you're going to have to get to your fastball sooner or later. And you'd like it on the inner half so that Weeks can't push the ball to the right side to advance the runner.
Three and one. Big crowd, raucous a few minutes ago. Very quiet at the moment. Got him high in the zone for strike two. Another changeup.
That backdoor changeup. Up in the zone. Weeks looking for a 3-1 fastball. Got a 3-1 change.
Fastball, right center. Harper stalking it. Harper catching it. He'll have to throw it in quickly. Launches one to Zimmerman on a hop, and the time runs at third base with one out.
Right, pretty good play by Bryce Harper going into the gap. Anytime you get near that scoreboard, it gets a little bit tricky. And watch the throw all the way from right center field. One hop right to Ryan Zimmerman. Now it's decision time. Davey Johnson bringing his infield in. Maybe the best hitter in baseball at the plate.
Ryan Braun career against Tyler Clippard 0 for 2, a strikeout, 2 walks. Braun tonight 2 for 3. Right field corner double, right center field double. Target is inside. Clippard got it just far enough in there.
Well, trying to jam him. Going on the inner half of the plate. I think Braun looking to elevate, using the big part of the ballpark, thinking about going the other way. Tyler Clippard trying to get him on the ground to a corner.
WB Mason presents Nats Extra Post Game when this one is over. Johnny and Ray in the house tonight.
And he stays through the ball so long. I don't know if changeup is the pitch. Go with that fastball in the inner half and try to jam him.
Changeup killed into left field, tie game. And Braun's going to round first, way around it, dives back in. Ryan Braun's 3 for 4, and it's a blown save for Tyler Clippard.
And it's a guy that keeps his bat in the strike zone for a long time, so even if he gets fooled by a changeup, you see how he stays through that pitch right there. Changeup up in the zone, drills it to left field, and just like that, we start all over again.
But the Nats cannot hang their heads here. Ryan Braun could steal second in a heartbeat. Aramis Ramirez is next. He's 2 for 6 career against Clippard with a home run. He has it into 14 double plays this year, and Braun gets a tremendous jump. Flores had no chance.
He had 2 steps before Clippard even picked his foot up.
The Brewers have stolen more bases, 148, than any team in the major leagues. That guy can play some baseball.
Yeah. You probably think about stealing third.
Espinosa tried to keep him close, tapping his glove. And that ball is going to put Milwaukee on top. Ramirez to the wall in left field. 3-2 Brewers, and they have some serious magic going for them right now. Tyler Clippard's given up hits to 3 out of 4 batters, and the only out went to the scoreboard.
I'm going to check it out one more time. Supposed to be away, fastball down and in. And some instant offense here in the ninth for the Brewers, all started by the leadoff bunt from Aoki. Ricky Weeks with a nice job of moving the runner to third base, and then Ryan Braun cleaning up, and Ramirez behind him.
And the only good news is the magic number is 7 as the Braves lose at Philadelphia. Jonathan Lucroy, 2 for 3, home run, base hit. Clippard missing with the fastball. Lucroy against Tyler, 1 for 4 career. Now Craig Stammen, who may be in line for some damage control here shortly. John Axford with 31 saves is up in the Milwaukee bullpen, and that ball bounces and gets away. And now another runner at third base with 1 out, and this is getting ugly.
Yeah, 80-mile-an-hour changeup, about 59 feet. Flores tries to block it, goes to the screen.
Well, Tyler trying to keep his composure. Veteran visit there from Ian Desmond, the quarterback of the infield. This is Steve McCaddy coming out.
You just wonder if, this late in the season, if Tyler Clippard's a little bit tired, because for whatever reason, the ball's been up the last couple of times out.
Michael Gonzalez is up.
And when you watched Drew Storm last night, it's a guy that's pitched half a year, so maybe he's got a little more in the tank than Tyler Clippard, who's done an amazing job of closing all season for the Nats, but just not happening right now.
If the Milwaukee Brewers win this game, they will be a game and a half out of the wild card. They're trying to win their 24th out of 30. Ed Cedar, third base coach, with Aramis Ramirez, who just drove in his 96th run. Braun drove in his 106th. Best 2 RBI men in baseball, back-to-back in a lineup right there. 2 balls, no strikes. And a changeup, Lucroy really aggressively missing that one. And another ball slapped to left. Here comes Michael Morse with the catch, the off-balance throw. He got rid of it in a hurry, and that's really what you need to do, because the base runner can't really get an angle on that thing. So he gets rid of it. 2 outs.
Ramirez doesn't run that well to try to go on that one. And Morse does a nice job of reading it, coming in, gets rid of it quick, like you said. Probably pulled up a little bit when he peeked out of the corner of his eye and saw that Ramirez was holding up.
Travis Ishikawa. First career at bat against Tyler Clippard. First pitch change up, a strike. By the way, remember, Bryce Harper was at the plate when Worth got gunned out, bottom of the 8th. So after Braun and Ramirez deliver for the Brewers here, the Nats have strong do-ups, bottom 9 against John Exford. Fastball, left-handed hitter late for it.
Even though Clippard has struggled lately, and don't forget, when the Nats didn't have a closer and they were searching for somebody, and there was a lot of guys given opportunity, he was the guy that stepped up and got the job done for the majority of the year. So whatever's been going on lately is going on, but there's a big reason why they're at where they're at.
Well said. Up the middle, Desmond to his left. Strong throw, off the bag, safe. Another run for Milwaukee, and it's a 4-2 game.
I think you have to score this a hit. Ian Desmond went way up the middle for this. Little inside move, had a little bobble. I think that's where the problem started. Throw up the line. Ishikawa runs very well for a big guy. And the Brewers with a 3-run ninth.
Tyler Clippard out. Carlos Gomez will be the hitter, and the Brewers lead by 2. They've given Ian Desmond an error on that play. Tough error. Craig Stammen now comes in to take on Carlos Gomez, trying to keep this a 2-run game.
And 2-seam fastball, slider curve from Stammen.
He's retired Gomez all 3 times they faced each other. Gomez 0 for 3, strikeout, couple of ground balls. Pop up right side on one pitch. Right over the screen, no chance for Jesus.
And nobody said this thing was going to be easy. It hasn't been easy all season long. You talk about the teams they're going to play here down the stretch. There's going to be dogfights every single night. And look what Philadelphia did to Atlanta tonight. They're next. And you got a hot team sitting right in front of you for 4.
Edwin Jackson has a W taken away. Nats within reach of having the entire staff with at least double-figure games. Not going to happen tonight. No balls, 2 strikes. Good running, sinking fastball. 3 runs, 1 unearned. Harper, Zimmerman, and LaRoche ahead. Bottom of the 9th.
Four-2 lead over Washington as we head to the bottom of the 9th. Johnny Holiday and Ray Knight with you. Our Nets Extra Post game presented by W.B. Mason coming up, we hope, in longer than just a couple of minutes. What a tough inning that was for Tyler, huh?
Yeah, he's had some tough outings. You know, you got to be honest about it. He's had some tough outings, and not being able to get the pitches over, making a lot of pitches out over the middle of the plate. It's a real rocky place for him. So, you know, just a matter of how long Davies stays with that. After the impressive outing last night with scoring, you just don't know. But this kid's done a lot for this ball club this year. You certainly don't want to give up on him too early. And you won't give up on him because he moves right into the 8th slot. So either way, he's going to have to get hitters out.
So we can see what the Nationals can do coming up in the bottom of the 9th. And Ray and I will see you after this ball game. Hopefully a Nationals win that they can pull this baby out. Let's go back up to Bob and FP.
Thank you, Johnny. Thank you, Ray. Johnny, good to have you back, buddy. 13 consecutive saves converted by John Axford, who was struggling big time 2 months ago. Their bullpen was in total disarray, trying to close out games when the Nats are in Milwaukee. It's not that way anymore.
Yeah, starting to lock it in a little bit on the back end of the bullpen, but you know, Axford's got the big fastball you'll know about. It averages 96 miles an hour. He'll run it up there in the high 90s, throw an occasional slider, but the curveball is his out pitch at 80. So big fastball right here from Axford.
Bryce Harper 0 for 1 against him.
Crowd is into it.
They're not giving up by any means.
Well, they know this team has no quit in them.
Harper 0 for 3 tonight. That time, Axford changed speed 70-80, left it upstairs.
Now that's the curveball, 12-6 variety. Got some rally hats working.
Way inside, ball 2. Axford on the year, 83 strikeouts in 64 innings, but 37 walks.
Rally napkins, I see you working.
And you can file this one away for later. 10 wild pitches this year if the Nats get some guys on. Harper up the middle, and Axford spears it. He stands 6'5", and he grabbed a possible base hit.
I don't know, though. They had the shift on, and it looked like Segura might have been right behind Axford. And a chopper off the dirt, kind of the second base side of the middle. Well hit ball by Harper. But I think the defense had that covered behind Axford.
Ryan Zimmerman 1 for 3. Adam LaRoche to follow. Zimmerman 1 for 2 career against this pitcher with a base hit.
And that's looking for a bloop in a blast or a blast in a blast. It doesn't matter.
That is outside 2-0. And he's missed on 3.
Get that tie and run to the plate any way you can. Be okay in the form of that guy right there.
Rally family.
Could be Rally twins.
Ryan had to wait for Tim McClellan to decide to make his call. And he misses. Tying run heading to the batter's box in Adam LaRoche.
Game on.
Adam LaRoche has faced John Exford twice. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk.
You would imagine he's going to see some 96, 97 on the outer half of the plate. I'd be surprised if Axford, tries to throw anything on the inner half.
Adam 1 for 3 tonight with a first inning home run. Since then, the Nationals have 3 singles and Zimmerman's walk here in the 9th. That's how well pitched a game it's been on the Milwaukee side now. Adam LaRoche this year already has 3 games in which he's hit more than 1 home run. That ball hit Adams' foot. Foul ball. Strike 2.
I think he got a pitch to drive right there and just caught it out in front of hair. I mean, most closers are going to make you, as a power hitter, beat them to the big part of the ballpark. And you look where the pitch is supposed to be on the outer half, and that's a 2-glove miss to the inner half. And LaRoche wants that one back.
One ball and 2 strikes.
Now they're coming in.
And it's with a breaking ball that strikes out Adam LaRoche, 2 down. It'll be up to Michael Morse, who has a career home run against John Axford in 2 at-bats. Zimmerman about to take second base.
A well-placed 96 to a corner. That's right where he wants it. But as we saw in Milwaukee last time with Michael Morse, he can go out the other way. Seen it here in the big home run he hit in Milwaukee. The opposite field job.
Axford's got some good breaking stuff going. One ball and 2 strikes.
It's 2 balls and 1 strike. No, 1 and 2.
Yeah, scoreboard had it 2-1. We've got it 1-2. That fastball was called for the strike, and then the swing and the miss, and that's upstairs 2-2. 98 on that heater.
Yeah, that home run was off Axford. 9th inning, a 2-run homer the other way. That was the game that Michael Morse picked up Ryan Matthews big time.
Ninth innings in September.
Crowd's been great all night long. Into it from the first pitch till right now.
And a 2-2. Breaking ball, Morse. It squirts to the right side. Ricky Weeks. And the Brewers have done it again. 3 hours even for this one. Tough loss for the Nats. The magic number goes down to 7 as Atlanta loses at Philly. But the Brewers are now a game and a half out in the wild card race. Gio goes for number 20 tomorrow. Nats Extra 12:30. First pitch 1:05. This has been a MASN presentation. Nats Extra, Johnny and Ray, brought to you by WB Mason. Coming up from the ballpark in just a moment, and from the booth where the Nats let one get away so long for just a while.